Hello and welcome to the Industrial Commission's webinar training. My name is Robert Gallion. I'm the Ombudsman for the Industrial Commission of Arizona, and today I'll be going over the hearing process. The agenda for today will be a request for hearing form, a request for hearing pursuant to ARS 23-1061J, stipulations and compromise and settlement agreements, hearing decisions and decisions upon review, and Court of Appeals mandate decisions. I'm going to start with the request for hearing form, which you can see here. This form can be used to appeal a notice of claim status, a notice, award, order, or decision issued by the Industrial Commission pursuant to ARS 23-1061J and the other box. This form is also referred to as the RFH form. The other box can be used for several requests, including notice of suspension of benefits, notice of permanent disability or death benefits. Can also be used to request a suspension of benefits pursuant to ARS 23-1026E, or to request a designation of carrier pursuant to ARS 23-1061K. Attorney retentions should be filed as soon as you receive a request for hearing or a notice of hearing. The retention is to be filed with both the ALJ division and the claims division. The hearing rights, which can be found on our website at www.azica.gov, as well as the rules and laws according to Title 23, which can also be found at www.azleg.gov. Now we're going to go over a request for hearings pursuant to ARS 23-1061J, also commonly known as a 1061J or a J request. This is an example of the investigation letter that is issued to the carrier once the Commission receives a request for hearing pursuant to ARS 23-1061J. The carrier will receive the investigation letter and must respond within 10 days to the Commission. The response for this may come from the adjuster or the legal counsel. When a request for hearing is filed, the ALJ or Administrative Law Judge Division will issue a notice of hearing to all interested parties within 30 days. This notice of hearing will include the name of the judge assigned to the case and the date, time, and place of the hearing. Now we're going to go over compromise and settlement agreements and stipulations. If the parties are able to resolve the issues at hearing, they can submit to the administrative law judge a stipulation or compromise and settlement agreement for the judge to review. The judge will then issue a decision approving or disapproving the stipulation or compromise and settlement agreement. Now we're going to go over hearing decisions and decisions upon review. The decision upon hearing will be issued within 30 to 60 days after the conclusion of the hearings. It will include the findings, the award, and the protest rights. A copy of the decision will be issued to all interested parties. It does include a 30-day protest period in which any interested party can file a request for review. This must be filed by the defense attorney within 30 days of the decision being issued. If no timely request for review is filed, the decision upon hearing will become final, pursuant to ARS 23-942D. When the judge receives a request for review, the judge will issue a notice of review to all interested parties. Once a request for review is received by the ALJ will issue a notice of review to all parties so that a response to the request for review can be issued. The judge will then review the request for review and the response and issue a decision upon review, which will either affirm or change the original decision. This is an example of the decision upon review, which also has a 30-day appeal, just like the original decision. Petition for special action is not filed with the Court of Appeals within 30 days. The decision upon review will become final pursuant to ARS 23-943. Now, the Court of Appeals mandate decisions. When a petition for special action is filed with the Court of Appeals, they will issue a mandate decision, which will either affirm or set aside the ALJ's decision. This concludes our presentation today. Thank you, and as always, if you have questions, feel free to contact us at 602-542-4661.